The other things which I wanted to tell you were as follows. Now this corresponds to rotation, okay? Pay attention. Suppose we have a complex number here, x1 comma y1 or x1 plus I y1. Okay, now if someone asks you this question, I want to rotate this radius vector by an angle alpha. Okay, so basically the moduli of these two complex numbers are equal because the distance of these points from the origin is same. The only difference is in the amplitudes, and if this angle is alpha, then the new complex number x2 plus I y2 is actually given by x1 plus I y1 times e to the power I alpha. So e to the power I alpha actually corresponds to the rotation of the radius vector in anti-clockwise direction. Well, it depends. If alpha is positive, then anti-clockwise. If it is negative, then clockwise. Okay, so let us say we have this point 3 plus 4i. Okay, and you wish to rotate the axis, or if you wish to rotate this vector in short by, let's say, 45 degrees. So what will the coordinates of the new point be? The coordinates of the new point will be given by 3 plus 4i into e to the power I pi by 4. So it's 3 plus 4i into, by Euler's formula, 1 by root 2 plus I into 1 by root 2 cos pi by 4 plus I into sin pi by 4. Simplify this. Let me first write down the real part of this number. So it's 3 by root 2, I squared is minus 1, so minus 1 by root 2 plus, let's now go to the imaginary part, 4 by root 2 plus 3 by root 2. So the new point will be 3 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2, so 2 by root 2 or root 2 plus I into 7 by root 2. So similarly you can rotate your radius vector through any angle theta. You can easily find the coordinates of the new point with the help of the Euler's formula. All you have to do is just multiply the given point by e to the power I theta. Okay, and similarly you can come up with simplified versions for multiplying two complex numbers and dividing two complex numbers. Okay, so suppose z1 is our first complex number, r1 e to the power I theta 1, and z2 is our second complex number, r2 e to the power I theta 2. So what will z1 into z2 be? It will be a new complex number with modulus r1 into r2 and argument theta 1 plus theta 2. And if you wish to divide, then it will be r1 upon r2 e to the power I theta 1 minus theta 2. So the two new results that we now got are argument of z1 into z2 is argument of z1 plus argument of z2, very similar to logarithms, and argument of z1 upon z2 or z1 by z2 is arg z1 minus arg z2. But for modulus, this is like numbers, mod z1 into mod z2 and mod of z1 by z2 is equal to mod of z1 by mod of z2. So we have now completed the revision of entire complex numbers. We can now go to the multiple choice questions.